let's think of a person. Somebody has got their savings pot sorted. They've got their emergency fund. They've not got high interest debt. They're managing their finances well month to month. They're earning okay, but they've not started investing yet. Step one, what do they do?
Pick a broker.
Okay. And we've just talked about the FCA register.
Yep.
That's a good point. So
Yep.
then what do they look for next?
In terms of finding a broker, obviously, have a look at the products that broker is offering. Make sure they're FCA regulated. Have a look at reviews to see what people like yourself, Anna, are talking about the broker as well. Make sure that they're somewhat trustworthy and reliable. And then once you picked your broker, then obviously you need to start. But then you need to start thinking about, okay, so you have a pot that you're ready to invest in. I assume this is the example that we're saying. So are we going to invest all of that pot or just a little bit?
We're looking at somebody who wants to start regularly investing. So they're thinking, okay, I could probably manage a little chunk a month.
Okay.
It's not masses, but I wanted to get going. And also I'm trying to build my confidence as well. So what do I do?
Okay. So if it's a little bit a month, I assume it's going to be, can we put a number on it?
Let's say 200 quid.
Okay. So I'd start first of all with ISA.
Okay.
Because it's tax-free. So that £200 a month, you can invest up to £20,000 per year, and every money that you make from it is not subject to capital gains tax. So it's tax-free. So for me, that's a no-brainer way to start.
Okay, immediately, where are they finding this ISA? Where is that happening?
Okay, so it's with your broker. So
Okay.
you need to find a broker that offers you a stocks ISA or a cash ISA.
Okay.
So a stocks ISA we offer XTB, we also offer a cash ISA in case you don't want to put money into the market, you just want to earn an interest yield on it as well. So this
Do most platforms offer them?
No. So not everyone has a license to offer ISAs. You have to. It's registered under the HMRC, and not a lot of brokers offer stocks ISA and a cash ISA alongside each other.
Oh yeah, the two of them.
But we do both, and also it's cross-referenced. So it sounds really simple, but actually it's really complicated because you can. It's our responsibility as an ISA manager to make sure that you only invest or deposit £20,000 per year into that ISA during every tax year. If you don't, we get fined. So we have to make sure that the money you put into your cash ISA with XTB and your stocks ISA together is 20,000.
Yeah.
So we've also created that. So it's also cross allowance checked effectively.
Okay, so we're doing that because we don't want to get taxed, right, on that money. So that money goes in, and does that mean that everything in there, long term, the growth, all of it, you can take it out at the end and there's no tax to pay?
Yes.
Lovely. That's a rarity in these days, isn't it? To have something that you can sort of wrap up in that way. Okay, so you said get the platform sorted, get the app, whichever one you choose, get your tax thing sorted. So you've got your ISA, stocks and shares ISA. Now what?
So now think about, so we already said we're going to invest £200 every month. Now, what are we going to invest in, and what is the goal of that investment account? So I would probably ask yourself certain questions. So one question would be, how often are you probably going to check on the performance?
Okay. Why is that important?
Because it might dictate what you invest in. Because if you want to check every week or every 2 weeks, probably, and you're comfortable doing that, then having some stocks as part of your ISA portfolio is probably okay, because stocks are individual stocks are more volatile than say an ETF. If you're going to, no, I just want to put my money in and forget about it, I'd probably think more about on the ETF side, because it's a diversified fund that has invested across different asset classes, and probably it's something that you treat it more like a savings account, and then just grows over time as long as that ETF continues to perform, which you can check on the app how it's performed over the last 5, 6, 10 years, for example.
And you said earlier, just coming back to right at the start, you saying about there's going to be more offerings in the future that are more like off the shelf. Just make it happen, because I think this is a bit of a block at this point, is when you've got your stocks and shares ISA set up, you're in your app, and then you're like, right now, what do I pick? And it's just very overwhelming. Do you think we're going to start seeing more things like that, where it's just like, I just want that, and that looks right for someone like me?
So yeah, so what the product you're talking about is we have called investment plans. So probably by the time this podcast is published, it will be live.
Great.
So you can have investment plans off the shelf, and what I mean by that is that you've got two different options you can choose. You can build your own investment plan. And I say investment plan, it's a savings plan. It basically automatically invests your money at set periods across the assets that you choose, whether it's, I want to buy the top 10 UK stocks, for example, or I want to buy, the big 7, the magnificent 7 or something like this, or the certain ETFs. And then you've got off the shelf. So off the shelf, it could be, okay, I want to invest automatically into this AI fund. which is an ETF fund that has invested across different AI or robotics stocks. Or it could be one that's focused on defense contracts, for example. So there are different things off the shelf that you can pick that, again, can simplify it a little bit and help ease that way to getting started.
Great. So they've got to the point where they've chosen their thing. They go, right, this is what I want to have in my portfolio. Now what?
Hit go. No, like deposit. Yeah, deposit the money and place the trade. That and that's the hardest bit. I bet there are so many people out there that have built their own different plans, and then just okay, I'll come back to it.
I know for a fact there are, and it is. I've had someone said to me recently, like I've been researching this for a year, and I still not gone and done it.
Yeah.
So what would you say to somebody in that situation who's like done all the right things, done all the steps we've just said, and they're still sitting there going, oh, don't know.
Okay, so two things I would say is the first thing is we talked in this example about investing £200 every single month. So don't set it up monthly, just put in £50.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You actually don't need thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds to get started. We allow people to invest with £10. Just put a little bit in. And that will, I think it will break down that kind of mentality block that you think, oh, wow. And then you can see that £10 all of a sudden becomes £10 and 5p or 10p or whatever it is. Might become £9, but is that really hurting you? No. So it's like start with even a small amount if you're really worried about it, and that will build your confidence over time. So the other aspect I would say is that coming down to the argument again, okay, fine, put your money in a bank where you're not earning 3%, and that I guarantee you is losing.